Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Define R5 Blackout Edition from Fractal Design. Now, if you're familiar with my current setup, you know I'm already using the original Define R5 as my main gaming rig case, but moving forward, I'm actually going to be doing a secondary build, which is going to be my test system. I'm going to be using this for testing all of the hardware that comes in for the channel for videos. I'm going to be testing graphics cards, all-in-one water coolers, power supplies, motherboards, you name it. Anything that goes inside a PC that needs to be tested is going to be tested in this new system. So that's why I went ahead and wanted to get the Define R5 again, because of the ease that I had the first time working in this case. It was an absolute dream to work in. It's an easy recommendation for me as one of the best cases out there. And if it's going to be something that I'm going to be swapping hardware out from constantly on a consistent basis, then I want it to be a case that I'm going to be happy working in. So that's why I decided to use the Define R5. And I figured, why not try out the Blackout Edition, as it's a newer model of the case, and I thought it would be really cool if I could do this as an all-black system. So if you have any name suggestions for what I should code name this upcoming all-black project, please let me know down in the comments below what your suggestions are. So as far as the features on the Define R5 are concerned, they haven't changed anything with the layout of the case, but they have made a few aesthetic changes on the Blackout Edition. So all of the white accents from the previous version of the case are now black. We're talking about the hard drive sleds, the fans themselves, the PCI slot covers, as well as the SSD brackets that are mounted on the rear side of the case. So looking at the front of the case, we've got a nice faux brushed aluminum door, which can actually be switched to open from either side, depending on your setup and how you want to have it orientated. You can actually switch the door to open from either side, whatever is your preference. On the inside of there, we've got some nice sound dampening material, which is going to help reduce some of the noise of those front intake fans. And as far as the intake is concerned, we've got channels going down the left and right side of the front, which is going to help channel some of that air into the case for your intake. Looking at the front I/O, we've got two 3.5mm audio jacks for your microphone and headphones, also a reset and power button. The power button has a white LED indicator, and lastly, two USB 2.0 and two USB 3.0 ports with black plastic inserts, as opposed to having the blue inserts that you would see on a standard USB 3.0 port. Behind the front door is a large Fractal Design branded dust filter, which in my experience does an excellent job of keeping the excess dust out of your case. There's also a second dust filter for this case that extends across the entire bottom of the case, so under your power supply, to help keep some of the dust from getting in from down there. Also in here, we've got two toolless 5¼ bays and a 3-way adjustment for your fan speeds. Looking at the left side, you can see that I went with the windowed version because it has a nice big clear window cut out so that I'm going to be able to see all of my internal components on the build when it is all said and done. And they've also got some more of that sound dampening material here on the inside of the door as well. Looking at the inside of the Define R5, you can see we have a nice spacious work area, which is really one of my favorite features about this case. We've also got angled cutouts in here for all of your cable management needs, as well as two cutouts up at the top, so if you need to route your 8-pin CPU connector, those are going to help with that immensely. We've also got room in here for up to 8 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch hard drives. These hard drive cages can actually both be removed, so if you want to get increased airflow going through the case, then you can do that, or if you want to have more room for a larger radiator, then you could do that as well. The 5¼ inch bays up at the top can also be removed, so you could fit up to a 360mm radiator up at the front. As far as the top is concerned, you can even remove the top module covers if you want to have up to a 420mm radiator at the top. Looking at the rear side of the case here, you can see we've got 7 PCI expansion slots, as well as one of the 2 included black 140mm fans. Unfortunately, these are not the new Venturi fans from Fractal Design, so maybe in the future I can get a chance to check those out, because I'd love to try throwing 3 of their static pressure 140mm fans in this case and see how they perform compared to the regular Fractal Design fans that I have in my main gaming rig. On the right side of the case, you can see we've got all of our front panel connectors already pre-routed behind the Fractal Design branded Velcro straps in here, which is a really nice feature to see. I love this feature being included in this case. It makes cable management an absolute dream. I didn't even really need to use many zip ties at all when I was doing the cable management in my original case, so having these Velcro straps in here is extremely handy. We've also got 2 SSD mounting brackets back here, so you can throw 2 SSDs on there if you want to. So as you guys can see there, the Define R5 really does not miss a beat as far as aesthetics or functionality is concerned. I really like the minimalist design of this case, and the all black accents this time around really just make it even that much better in my opinion, and I'm looking forward to building in this case in the near future when I get my 4K test bed up and running. But that's going to wrap it up for the review for the Define R5 Blackout Edition. I hope you guys did enjoy taking a look at the case with me. And if you have any suggestions for what you think I should call this upcoming all-black build, I would be very curious to see what kind of suggestions you guys can come up with down in the comments below. So be sure to drop those down there for me to look at, and maybe I'll even wind up using one of them in the near future when I do get to building this PC. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now, guys. I will catch you next time. Ta-ra.